Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Show you what we're working on today. Right now, the way everything is, we are in garden mode, but you got to stop and fix stuff sometimes. So I want to show you what we're working with today. Clamp. Had this thing for a long time, and I was over at our old property looking at something, and I happened to find this in one of the buildings, and I had not seen this. I had 8 of them at one time. I think I have 1 left, and this is the second now. These things are really good. I've had them for a very, very long time. Set it down in that building and forgot about it for 7 years. But we're going to clean this thing up, and there's different ways you can go about doing it. We're going to try a little bit of this is my helper. It's not a ghost, it's a cat. Everybody likes it down here in my basement. Ought to give tours. I think I have. What we're going to do is we're going to break this thing apart, lubricate it, and make sure it will last us a very, very long time. I'm going to clean it up. Before I get to that part of the video, consider hitting the like and subscribe button because it really helps us in the YouTube algorithms, and let's more people see us. More time. Okay guys, now we're back. A lot of different ways you can remove rust off of pieces of equipment, tools, components, stuff like that. Stuff that it is okay to, really get wet. One really good way to do it is an E-tank, an electrolysis tank, low voltage DC with sacrificial anode. I've made those. If you've watched some of the way back videos, we've done those, and they work really well, really well. But what we're going to do today is a little more passive. We're going to spray it, and we're going to soak it. There's a lot of different things you can do. Some people recommend diesel fluid and transmission fluid to make an equivalent of Varsol, just kind of like in a parts cleaning tank, and that works very well. Again, I will refer back to when I've done a lot of parts cleaning with my parts tank, and when I was doing a lot of small engine stuff, and it works fairly good. You can use just regular lubricants, something like a penetrating oil or WD-40. WD-40 is not the same as penetrating oil, but this will work in a pinch. A little bit of lubricant, a little bit of heat. Sometimes that will break it free. If you have an ultrasonic tank like you use for cleaning sensitive parts, stuff like that, sometimes ultrasonic tank will break some stuff through, and you can, again, refer back to some of the older videos. Vinegar. Vinegar works pretty dang good at stripping rust and cleaning it. And here's something else a lot of people don't know. Molasses. Molasses works very well. This is the unsulfured. Actually, the sulfured molasses work better. And what do? You put it on there with a paintbrush, something like that. Rub it on there with a cloth. Molasses is kind of expensive now. What we're going to do, we're going to spray it a little bit, and then we're going to soak it in the vinegar. Easy peasy. More to come. Okay. There we sit. And you can actually see it starting to bubble up a little bit around everything. Hard finding something wide enough to really accommodate this. I suppose I could turn it upside down and let it sit in something deeper, but this should work. Now, we're going to let it sit for a few hours. We got other stuff to do. We got other videos. See you in a couple hours. Okay, guys, now it has been about 12 hours. Next day, and you can see all the scum that has been broken loose, and you can still see bubbles forming. You see the dirty vinegar. The vinegar is, you know, as some of you know, it's mild acid, and it just eats at the rust, which is iron oxide, and that really helps to break everything up. The slide is freed. And how about the screw arm, the tensioner? It's rough, but it works. So what we're going to do is clean it up, oil it, hang on, rust, and we will let her sit until it's time to use it. And nothing better than making a tool function is using it regularly. How about that? So, we have saved this. It works pretty good. Again, you can use a dielectric tank. You can use ultrasonics. You can use vinegar. You can use Coca-Cola. You could use sulfured molasses. It just depends what you have. A good lubricant, a good penetrating oil might have done the job. I doubt it. But something like Kroll and or you know, making your own Varsol, which would be again, like we were talking about, diesel fuel and automatic transmission fluid. That's actually a very good penetrant, almost better than most of the other stuff. Yeah. Can't beat it. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for hanging out. And it's a good way to salvage old tools. Take care of you people.